Hey there, Superfox Promotions here, and I'm Superfox, obviously, and I'm with the band Kirov, and they were over here playing at West End tonight, and big show tonight. There was a lot of bands, and so let's first of all start out with your names and what you do for the band.
My name is Kendall. I play bass.
I'm Lauren. I do drums, a little bit of production.
I'm Steven. I do guitar and I guess also a little bit of production.
John, and I play guitar.
Okay. All right. So tonight was a pretty cool show. How many? Do you do a lot of shows in Orlando? Do you try to get out of Orlando, or where have you mostly been playing?
Well, it was a rough start for us, but we have periods of time where when we're not busy, we're playing shows a lot more frequently. But we're all either working full time or in college, so sometimes it's a little bit more difficult. But recently, just coming out of summer, it's been really.
When we started out, we were mostly doing shows in like the Tampa area, just because we had like a lot of friends there, mostly because these guys. But started
lately
getting
it's been
lately it's been a
Orlando.
lot of Orlando, a lot of
Orlando,
West End, Haven, and I like it. It's cool.
We've gotten down to like Fort Lauderdale, South Florida, Miami area,
And up to Jacksonville
and up
once.
to Jacksonville.
Oh, cool. That's good to know. So
Yeah.
you're actually
So we
getting
got
out
Florida
there.
covered.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Gotta get to St. Pete, though, right?
Yeah, it's
We have
hometown.
to-
It's our hometown.
Yeah, it's a good
honestly.
place to play too.
You gotta get there, right?
Yeah.
Our first show is at the Goat House, which is in Odessa.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't really know how far is that from St. Pete.
For St. Pete, that's like an hour if you take the highway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They closed
No
down
longer
pretty
a venue.
recently, which kind of sucks.
Oh.
But still, I don't know, it's cool. We
The
made some
Melbourne
memories
area is
there.
kind of closing down a lot of their stuff as well.
Yeah.
So Boondocks and Emeline, I think, are already closed.
Gotta keep
Then
it
a couple
alive.
months later, we shut down another venue. What was the bar?
Insomniacs.
Insomniacs. We played a show. Then they promptly announced a couple
Wow.
days later that they'd be closing.
Yeah.
Not saying we had anything to do with that, but
Yeah.
no, it's
close
probably
out
the
venues.
it's probably the other band's vocalist screaming on the floor, slamming his fist
It
into
could
the
just
ground.
be a number of things. I mean, it could be just the band, the venue itself isn't making a lot of money. And
Yeah.
We try to take credit.
We push them out. If you ever want to close down a venue, just
All right, if you're gonna take credit, you gotta give us a story then. You gotta give us some crazy
Yeah.
stuff you guys have done.
We gotta make one up.
Story or it didn't happen.
I broke my wrist for 2 shows.
We
once.
did. We played
Yeah.
2 shows without him because his wrists were broken.
Wow.
One of them was a battle of the bands, which was, we didn't win.
Yeah. There's a big
But
chunk
you
missing.
still showed up though.
It was
That's
fun.
good.
We
Showed up.
played at that was at Back Booth. That was the only time we played at Back Booth. That's my favorite venue in the Orlando area.
And we played it without bass.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still have
Again,
yet
he's
to
just
play
a
it.
bass player though.
That's how it goes.
We actually did better in the Battle of the Bands because I wasn't there.
Yeah, it was a lot better. Now he's
Still
back,
lost,
so it's
though.
kind of shaky. But
It's funny. I do that joke a lot because it's out there. But really, the
And
bass
because
player
it's true.
does bring a lot of. They can bring a lot of diversity.
Kendall throws it down. We need him.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you're out there being crazy too. You're not the standard bass player that stands up there and does this. I mean, you're all over the place. So
It was better when I had hair. It was a spectacle.
I did notice you got a haircut.
I noticed that today, actually. I walked in the living room. The first thing I said was, "No."
It's like our show is no longer.
We're
there's
not
no
going to be
reason
good
for
tonight.
it.
Where's our
No
stage
hair.
presence now? We don't have Kendall's
That was
hair.
our gimmick for the show too. It was like that was our draw for people.
Well, you can always go to the wig shop,
Yeah.
If you-
gotta get it strapped
Yeah, that
on,
won't
too,
throw
so
people
it-
off.
I don't know if you're paying.
Or you could just grow your beard longer and draw more attention to you. That would work as
I'm
well.
gonna get to
Donate
like
your
Aaron
hair.
Turner levels of just like homelessness looking,
Yeah.
and just wave it around on stage until I
Dude,
fade.
you could
Cover
do
my head
windmills
with
with your
it.
beard.
Oh yes. Remember the guy from Murderfly? Remember his hair?
Murder
Yeah.
Flies, the dreadlocks.
Boom. Uh-huh.
Bald with
Yeah.
that- well, no, not dreadlocks. Dreadlock. I'm talking about his
Just
hair.
the one.
Oh.
The one thing that was like 6 feet long, and he would swing it around.
Yeah,
and
he
the
still
rest of it
does that.
bald.
Yeah, he
That
just
shit
did
was-
that the other night. As a matter of fact, he
I
was just
love
surfing
that.
at the West End. So
I absolutely love the dedication.
yeah, he's pretty out there with his dreadlocks and stuff. I wondered, are they real? I mean, they are really. I mean, they are so long.
That must take
I would
so much
step on it.
commitment to keep
Yeah.
that going.
I read about dreadlocks and how that works, and
Oh.
I'm like, no, I'm not. But all right, so I know that some of you are, especially you, Lauren. I've seen you out in the local music community a lot, just at random shows that you're not even on. So big advocates for local music, even when you're not on the show. So what prompts you to go out to shows and do that kind of stuff? Just meeting other people, or you just really just
Well, when I have money, because you know, that can be pretty volatile at times. It's something to do around Orlando in the neighborhood, living a couple blocks away from Haven,
Right.
and then you know, being around UCF and having a bunch of you know, a bunch of college friends that are also into like open mic nights,
Right.
and just local art in general. I get out to those actually a lot more. But yeah, there's been a handful, more than a handful of shows that I've been out that you guys have hosted, including like Known Within just a little bit ago, with their single release show, which was pretty awesome. But it's just something to do. Like you can't be bored. You have no excuse to be bored, honestly. And when you do, you find a show anywhere. Like well, just I think a lot of people don't know it's there.
Yeah, that's the thing is getting the attention out there, which on Facebook is getting to be pretty limited with their rules.
Yeah,
and
Facebook really thinks about it.
Regulations anymore.
And I need to get out there more. Every time I go, I have a great time, but again, it's money and laziness.
Right. No, I can understand. I'm a promoter, and I need to get out there more as well. And there's some bands that are like, I don't know them, and I just don't have the motivation. But then when I do see them, I'm like,
it's hard to get people to go, but then when they go, they have a great time.
Then I'm like, why didn't I go see them sooner?
When you go, it's like, guys, we should do this more.
Yeah.
You end up just talking with bands and just kind of
how
like
fun it is.
freaking just, you know, bumping shoulders and shit with these people that you wouldn't have met otherwise. And then when you play shows together, it's like you have like tight people you can hang out with, and it's not just bands being
like
clicky.
friends.
Right.
It's almost like
I know.
friends.
What are friends? Like,
it's crazy.
It's a really unique experience.
I'm still figuring it out.
So, because I do notice when you go to the shows, you're not just kind of sitting back in a seat. You're actually up there and you're moshing to bands that you don't even know who they are. You're out there and you're being a fan to these bands. What you want people to do at your shows?
Well,
He's our PR guy.
His guerrilla marketing.
I mean, that kind of plays into it. Maybe it's a little bit karma driven, but most of the time it's just you go there to have fun, not to kind of sit in the corner and judge.
Well, I do see a lot of people that do support local community, but they're more sitting back and kind of just watching the show.
Which is fine. I mean, some people go like just for the music, which is dope, because occasionally you'll go to like a local show and you'll see, you know, just like a band that has like such a tight, awesome, like original sound, and it just makes you want to like follow them everywhere.
Right. And that brings up kind of another subject with me. I know that your band is very different in that you don't have a vocalist. You're instrumental. And I didn't know that the first time that you guys played. I'm like, wow, they're all instrumental tonight, because Sterling does a lot of the booking.
Yeah.
So you know, I hear bits and pieces of it, and I'm like, yeah, that'll work. And then when you were actually up there, it was all instrumental. So that's very rare, I think, out here. And how do you find that working for or against you? Have you noticed any difference with that at all?
It just makes you have to put a lot more focus on the instruments, rather than because it's hard to get a crowd hyped up when you don't have a vocalist out there shouting in their face. And I realize it's probably just not the best approach for us if we try to make up for not having one.
Right.
So we're just trying to do like what we can with what we got.
You have to find new ways to like kind of get around and connect to the crowd and get them interested in your music, like as you're performing it, like, you know.
At first, I think we were kind of struggling with that. Like we were really in limbo, like, do we need a vocalist? Should we play the show without a vocalist? Should we find one?
Plus, playing in an instrumental project was so foreign to all of us.
Well, I mean, this is like my first serious band, I think, same for John. So,
I think the biggest part, though, with not having a vocalist,
songwriting,
is shaping that and like making it so that like we could still entertain the crowd, because
without being too winky.
Right.
Yeah, that. Because
it's easy to not be wanky when you're not that good at
guitar. Yeah, that's true.
Well, you know, there are some bands out there that do have a vocalist, and they don't have a presence.
Yeah,
which makes it difficult. You do have a presence.
We've been getting around to doing that because, believe us, like our first year playing our shows, we would see videos of us and we're like, people are bored of us because they're expecting a front man to kind of guide the crowd through our set, and then on top of that, if we're not in like tip top tightness,
right,
which we weren't, It took us a long time to get to where we are, and we're still not where we want to be. But
well, I had some compliments tonight. There's some people that came in that had not known anything about you, and I introduced you to one of them.
Oh yeah,
that's awesome.
And he's like, "You guys got to book these guys some more."
awesome.
And I was like, "That's
I felt
really
really
weird."
good about tonight. I think tonight was one of the
Yeah,
best shows
it was
we've
a good
had.
night for you guys. So
I liked it a lot.
there was. I know that overall, I think there was some competition with like the 80s in the park and stuff. I know we usually are a bit more crowded in there, but it was throughout the night. It was different people coming in and out all
It was
night.
We had a good
crowd.
cycle of people.
Yeah. It wasn't the same crowd all night, which is typical for us lately. But tonight it was new faces for each time. I was seeing new faces. So, all right. Well, so what's coming up next? I guess you have a single coming out. Is that correct?
Yeah,
Eventually.
It's coming out. We're almost done with it. This is a song we've had written for a long time.
We've been playing it since our second show.
No, really?
We
Yeah,
played it
second or
we
third
played it at
show, yeah,
Inspire,
it was at
but then we
Inspire.
didn't play it for a while because that
Like
was when
for
we
one
were
or two
that was when we were still bad.
We've been playing it though for like a year and
So it's
few
ready.
months.
That was
It's ready
because
to
we're
get out
bad.
No, but yeah, we've had it written for a while, and it's gone through like not a lot of changes, but like stylistically, we've been trying new things with
Right.
it.
We've had growing pains essentially.
Yeah.
Like as we just kept playing together, kind of like
Figuring
have
out each other's
synced up it,
styles.
yeah. And then once we got synced, there's a lot of stuff that we're like, oh, we need to go back and do that, and just we want to put out a good product.
We recorded the song, and it wasn't what we heard like in our heads. So we recorded it again, better. I don't know. It took us a while, and then I think now we have like a recording that we're almost done with, and it's like it hits the spot. It's the
Okay.
one that we want.
Good.
Like it's the one that we want everybody to hear the way we hear.
And that's
yeah.
good that you waited instead of just, oh, we got to get the single out
Yeah,
to the fans.
I know,
You
I know.
waited until it was just tight. and
Sometimes
perfect.
that can work against you though. Like people will you'll just lose your presence and people will be like, what happened to these guys?
Well, then maybe
I'm always
they aren't
scared.
real. Yeah, they're.
We're definitely trying to balance like our pace with like making sure that we take our time to put out a good product, but at
Right.
the same time not
We need to step it up.
dilly-dally.
We really do.
Yeah.
But we're almost done.
Well, you know what helps is just interacting on your Facebook page at least every couple days. That's what I try to get bands that I work with.
Post
It doesn't matter what you
memes.
post, meme, a joke, pictures of the band being silly, a bio,
like
some
Steven's
life
one
in
that he
it.
made of Kendall today.
I'm just gonna
Oh,
post
yeah.
more pictures. of
Just
Kendall once I
just
have
putting
it.
random stuff so that there's interaction on your page.
Yeah.
It's going to help you guys. So, all right. Well, is there anything else that you want to bring up or talk about?
Watch out for our single.
Yeah, watch out. It's coming
Whenever it
really
comes out.
fast. Try not to get. I don't know.
It's coming fast.
Yeah.
It's a really
Really
slow
fast.
song
You had me-
coming really fast.
Well, these guys have been on a couple of our shows, and it's all good. Hey, it's all good. This is the personality of the band. So
What's the word? What's the word?
that's
What's
what
the
I
word?
love
Oh
to
my
come out in
gosh.
the interview. It's just crazy, just random stuff. So it makes it fun. So, like I said, they've been on a couple of our shows recently, and we love having them. Just a great group of guys here. Some great original music. Check them out. Check them out. Larry was here recording, so you'll be able to see their show. And
Yeah,
again,
Larry.
you have other shows coming up. So
Yup.
watch their website because
Oh.
you're going to be posting stuff every couple days.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
we're
We
gonna
have a show
try.
coming up on November 5th. That's our closest confirmed date, but we're trying to get stuff in between.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where's that at?
It's at Space Bar in the Milk District, right here in Orlando, kind of close to downtown, playing with some other progressive bands.
Okay.
It's gonna be a new venue to us.
Yeah, it's our
Yeah,
first time
yeah.
playing at Space
I think
Bar.
they only recently started up, right? Doing music,
I don't know.
live music.
I went there recently for the first
I haven't
time,
heard of
but
it myself.
Yeah, I think
so.
they're starting up. It should be pretty cool.
Well, I know that I can help you guys with putting that flyer up on my pages and
That's
stuff.
sweet.
Just keep
Thank
your
you.
stuff going, and the interview will help keep this in rotation. So, all right, you guys got to check this band out. I mean, they're up and coming, and they've got great, unique sound. You've got to check them out. So, Kirov, thanks for watching. Support local music, right, guys? Support.
Get out the shows and find new music.
That's
It's out
right.
there.
That's right. All right, thanks for watching.
fast.